Hey everybody, Jeff Bates is my name. Dole Whip Dad is this channel. I'm glad you're here. I was recently asked, could I describe my channel in one sentence? And while my answer was no, I haven't really thought about it. It would have been about spreading joy, spreading fun, sharing Disney things and other stuff I love. This video doesn't fit into that though. Every now and then I like to talk to creators. I love creators. I love artists. I love video creators. I love YouTubers. And every now and then I do a video where I want to help fellow creators. This one is all about that. COPPA, Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. The FTC. I'm getting in the way again. So listen, I run a Disney channel. I do not create content for kids. Kids are defined as under 13 years old. I do not create videos for people under 13. There's two reasons for that. Number one, you can't be on YouTube unless you're 13 or older. Now, does that mean that there's not people under 13 on YouTube? Sure. Lots of people jump on here and mom lets them and dad lets them and kids sign on without their parents knowing. I understand that happens, but I'm not creating content for those people. That said, what I say matters as it relates to the FTC, probably less so for YouTube. I just watched important update for all creators complying with COPPA straight from YouTube. I've watched some videos. Derrel Eves is where I would suggest you go check it out. I don't know him. I'm a big fan of his. He has talked about this extensively. But as I loaded my video last night, I'm a daily vlogger, at least I am for 2019. I'm not going to do it for my whole life, but for 2019, I've decided to post content, a vlog every day for the years. Last night I posted and I saw a new setting and I had to say, hey, is this for kids? So I've been following this a little bit. Not as close as I would if I was like a Children's Online Privacy Protection Act lawyer, or I worked for YouTube, or I worked for the FTC, but closer than the average bear because I'm a Disney creator. Kids love Disney. I don't create videos for kids 12 and under. I don't. I'm talking about Disney things. I'm talking to adults about Disney things. That doesn't mean kids aren't watching it. So I take this pretty seriously. You can set your channel for, yes, all my content is for kids. None of my content's for kids. I will check every single video individually. I can't imagine how anyone can possibly mark that I am creating content for just kids, because kids aren't even allowed to be on YouTube. Kids being defined again as under 13 years old. That said, there's a ton of content out there for kids younger than that. There's nursery rhymes, there's preschool videos. And I think that's where, and this is not, I am not a lawyer. This is where I think YouTube is gonna have some trouble. They have allowed content that goes against their policies. You have to be 13 to be on YouTube. And they're collecting data on those videos. And you can't collect data on kids. And so I deeply believe, I love you, YouTube. I love you, YouTube. I'm on YouTube. I'm a big fan. But this is on you. I'm not a fan of the FTC, but YouTube can restrict videos, and they will. We have to mark what we have to mark. And I will be marking my channel is for adults, people over 13. It is not for kids. I will check every video, and if I ever in the future post a video that is aimed at people under 13, I'll post that, but I'm not going to ever make one of those. And I think people in our Disney community some of them are having a little bit of a mini fit here because Disney. And so I will be selecting the setting, not for kids. Let me show you how to do that, and I'll be back afterwards. So there's nothing hard here at all. Select channel settings. It's going to be right at the top there. You can't miss it. Click it, and there it is. You've got three options. Pick the one that you believe. If you create content for kids, say so. If you don't, say so. You want to do it every time for every video, say so. My advice, tell the truth. Don't lie. The FTC wouldn't like that. Nothing hard here. Click the buttons. So you have to make your own decision. Watch the video from YouTube, listen to what Derrel Eves says, go wherever you go for your advice on YouTubing. But here's the thing, the FTC has already taken a chunk out of YouTube. They may again, I don't know. Where you're culpable in my non-lawyer speak is when you lie. So don't lie. If you're creating videos for children under 13, say so. I'm not. And I am okay with fighting that fight, not that it'll ever happen in my never so humble opinion, if somebody, the FTC, wanted to say, hey, you're deceiving us on purpose, you're lying, or you're wrong, I can argue very clearly, no, I'm not. I'm talking about Epcot. I'm talking about a new Disney movie that came out. I'm not talking about children's content. I'm talking about Disney. Some people are going to disagree with that because Disney. I'm very comfortable in that. So I'm not a fan of the FTC doing this. I'm not a fan of YouTube doing this, but I am a huge fan of protecting kids. Therefore, I support it deeply. I work with kids. I've worked with kids since 1993. I would rather err on the side of protecting kids. And I think that's what this is, and that's why I'm not mad at YouTube. I don't really like this, but I'm not mad at YouTube, and I'm not mad at the FTC, although this is a little bit silly. You have to decide for yourself how you're going to mark your videos. I, now and forever, will be marking them as not for kids, not for people. I am not making them for people under 13 years old. That makes sense? Again, I am not a lawyer. In YouTube's videos to you, which you should watch, they actually tell you to consult a lawyer. That is them putting it on you. And I think that's appropriate. If you're posting videos that you think are for kids, that you're making on purpose for kids, that you know will be watched by kids, because how you're making them, what you're making, what you're saying, what you're showing, say so. That's it. That's it. I wouldn't create that content because YouTube's not supposed to have people 12 and under on it, but that's between you and the FTC. I hope this is helpful. I encourage conversation. I would love to hear what you're saying in comments. This is not my responsibility on your channel. It's your responsibility. I have read up on this. I've watched a lot of videos. I've been reading up on this for quite some time. I am fully comfortable. A, I do not create content for kids. B, Disney content is not necessarily content for kids. C, if the FTC called me a liar, I could defend myself. No, I'm not. I am not creating content for kids. I am family friendly, and I will always be. But that doesn't mean I'm creating content for kids. What say you? I would love your opinion. Put it in the comments. I really, really, really would love to have a discussion about this. It is a little complex. I'm not worried about it. I've been people have told me before that I am a little Pollyanna on this. I don't worry about this stuff too much. I really don't. Just, there's enough drama in life. I don't need to freak out about it. I'm not real worried about it. If you are, I'm happy to have that conversation with you. I, again, will suggest go to the YouTube video. I will link it in the description. Go to Derrel Eves. I will link it in the description. And if you're really, really, really freaked out and you're making a whole lot of money, you better call your lawyer. But I'm not making any money. And even if I was, I wouldn't be freaking out. What say you? The Children's Online Privacy Protection Act is here. It's here to stay. I'd like to know what you think. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Have the best day ever. Go create something awesome.